And the tip goes to the Nets. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And so he hits both. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
And they pick up 2.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now Claxton. Pass to Toure from behind the arc. No luck on that one. Outside Dick. And here's Barnes. Here's Ingram. Good. Ingram's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Raptors, up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. We've got R.J. Barrett, and it's Shed in at the point.
Man, good whistle there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Sandro Mamukelashvili, shooting 2.
And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Barrett passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Shed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Teray. Pass to Wolf. Uncovered. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. And here is Barrett. That shot off the mark. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The Raptors, 6.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
A one-dimensional perimeter attack doesn't cut it for me. I like to see them punch the ball inside the second half, force the defense to collapse, and then you can play inside out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. We've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Cam Thomas out there with Williams. And it's Teray in at the point. So that's the Nets 5.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them a lead.
Williams with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Williams misses.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Barnes finds quickly. Back to Barnes. Over Williams. Left side Dick. Porter with the steal. Pass to Teray. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's Ingram. 1 second left. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first points of the game.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Toronto out in front. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Abaji in at the power forward.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Quickly against Thomas. The three, Barrett. Brooklyn pulls it in. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Here's Thomas. Here's Claxton. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Raptors with some changes. Hurdles checked in for Mamukelashvili. Scotty Barnes comes in for Abaji. And it's Dick in for Brandon Ingram. And the Raptors call time here. They're in front by one. 23 seconds left in the game. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Allie, thank you. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by one. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Thomas outside. The teardrop. Oh, it falls!
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
And Toronto calls time here. They're trailing by one. There's 10 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. It's in!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this one.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Some noise, everyone.
They trail by one. 3 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And so they foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. And this was an emotional win.